All right. Looks like the weather held out. How about a big round of applause for the Enfield Fermi High Jazz Ensemble? Thank you guys very much. Oh, we keep losing. Keep losing pictures, but that's all right. Before we get started, I'd like to ask Greg Stokes to come up for one moment, please.
Rand had asked me to acknowledge a sad event this week as we begin this joyful event. This high school for more than 5 decades have seen some great people come through. Many of them lived long lives. Many of them went into military, and some came back heroic. Some were heroic because we lost their lives on the battlefields. But this week, Enfield, and many of us had a friend that we lost in Dan Post. And Dan's wake's tonight, and his funeral is tomorrow. And Dan was a tremendous community supporter, involved in many different things in the town. And so Randy texted me this afternoon and said, could we just take a moment to have a moment of silence to pray for him, his family, his daughters, his extended family, and many friends that are here tonight who counted Dan as a brother. And so if we could just for a moment have a moment of silence to remember Dan and pray for his family. Thank you, and may you rest in peace.
Thank you. Thank you. I would like to thank you all for coming out here tonight for this very special groundbreaking ceremony for the new Enfield High School. I'd like to thank the town manager, Scott Copen, our superintendent, Dr. Jeffrey Schuman, and our town manager, Matt Copper. And most importantly, I'd like to thank the residents and the children of the town of Enfield, because this is all for them. As many of you know, this has been in the making for a very long time. I know for myself and a few of our committee members, Wendy Osada and Dr. Art Pongratz, we've been involved for a little over 4 years now, and current and former town council and board of ed members have been involved in it much longer than that. I would like to acknowledge and welcome a few of the other people that are a critical part of this project. If you can please stand when I call the names. My fellow Enfield High School Building Committee members, if you can just wave and acknowledge yourselves. Thank you. All right. Dr. Art Pongratz, he's back there, very critical part of this. Enfield High School Principal Jill Krieger. The Fermi High School Principal Paul Newton. Daryl Crowley's not here tonight, but he's been part of this throughout the beginning. He's a very key part of this. The Board of Ed members, and Town Council members. I would also like to thank Silver Petroselli, the architects for this project, and the construction managers, Gilbane Building Company. I would also like to recognize a few of the past town council and board of ed members that were very important part of getting this to where we are today. Ken Nelson, Pat Crowley, I know Pat's here, very crucial. Tom Kensler, and Tom's taking pictures for us. Judith DeRoche, I'm not sure if she's here this evening, but I just want to acknowledge. Joyce Hall, Charles Johnson, and Stacy, Stacy Thurston. And if there's anybody I miss, please forgive me. As indicated in the brochure, the new high school will have 113 classrooms and will accommodate 1,700 students. The anticipated population at the time the school is scheduled to open is approximately 1,400. The Rico Fermi STEAM Wing will be a 4-story high, approximately 105,000 square feet, which will include a combination of classrooms, laboratories, science classes, and student and teacher collaborative work areas, as well as the state-of-the-art culinary classroom. A new cafeteria will be approximately 8,700 square feet and will sit 720 kids. It will feature state-of-the-art kitchen facilities that will prepare foods for the entire school system in the town. The new music wing will be 13,500 square feet and will feature an expanded auditorium that will be able to sit 975 kids at once. The gymnasium will be a part of a 2-story addition and will also be able to sit 1,700 kids in the bleachers. There'll be a cardio, wellness, and health rooms also as part of this addition. As you can see from the renderings and the floor plans, this building will be, when completed, will be the state-of-the-art 21st century building that we all could be very, very proud of. I'd like to at this time, ask the mayor, Scott Copeland, to come up, say a few words.
All right, I get to stand up here, and you all know that I like to post on Facebook. So I get this perspective, and I'm taking your picture, so wave or smile. Congratulations. All right.
At least it's not a selfie. So
No. Well, we can take one later. So wow, what a great day to be in Enfield. We started, and when I say we, it was just not the town council, board of education, school administration, town staff. It was the community that started well over 5 years ago on this path to really re-energize our school system, make the needed changes. Republicans, Democrats, unaffiliated, working with our legislators. I see our state rep, David Alexander here, key component working with our legislators throughout the process. The whole community coming together because we identified a need and we took that opportunity. We put together a pre-referendum committee of residents that got out and sold the project. And the voters responded overwhelmingly. And how often do you see a referendum in Enfield pass, not only on the first time, but with an overwhelming majority? And this really can be thought of as a true grassroots community effort. And so we're here, and tonight marks the start of really the visible process, because so many people have been working hard behind the scenes 5-6 years ago when the process started. And once you break ground, and then the community's gonna get excited as well. I want to thank the building committee. I've been to a couple of your meetings and had the good fortune to be able to turn over a liaisonship to Donna Suzak and not have to keep your arduous schedule that you have to make this project a reality. And so excited at the results of your bids that are coming in. And I don't know if Randy's going to share information. He's more knowledgeable in it than I am. But to see a project of this magnitude, and when pen starts getting put on paper and numbers start getting delivered, and you understand that this project right now, bids are coming in under projections. Well, you know what that means? That means that we can deliver more for the students and the staff at a combined high school. So really, congratulations to all of you, to our architect, to the builders, to everyone involved, to the school administration and the folks that are going to be disrupted over the next couple of years. We thank you in advance. We say stick to it, because in the end, the path that we've all ventured out on together is going to be so well worth it for so many more years to come for our students. So congratulations to you all. Great job, and look forward to being a participant at a ribbon cutting ceremony in September 2016. Randy, to you and to your entire committee, congratulations. Great job. Keep up the good work.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. At this time, I'd like to invite the Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Jeffrey Schuman.
What Scott said. As I was listening to him, I said, I'm going to try and say the things he said a little differently. But first of all, it's a pleasure to be here, and it's an honor to be here. To serve as your superintendent and to be involved in something like this is just a dream come true. It's a wonderful opportunity, and we're going to make the most of it. We'll start by thanking a few people, and the few people would be all the residents of this community. The continued support, and the mayor talked about it, of this community for its children is overwhelming. And when they come out and they vote 2-1 to build a new facility, that just says it all. That says it all right to the core of what you believe in and what we are as a community. So thank you to them. You had the foresight to go forward and do this, and so we're gonna get the job done and with flying colors. And to the building committee for your time, and let me emphasize this, volunteer time. Time they didn't have to spend doing this, time every member of that committee could have spent doing whatever pleased them, and what pleased them was working for this community and coming together hour after hour after hour, working through frustrating situations, and they will continue to work through frustrating situations for the betterment of everyone in the community. Great accomplishments begin with a vision of what is possible for the future. And this community had a vision to create a state-of-the-art learning environment for the children that'll grow up here. But there are a lot of steps between vision and reality. Between them lie policy and structure and action. From the vision, the town council and other elected politicians, the board, work through policy, pre-referendum committee, getting the referendum on the ballot, lobbying for it, and getting it done. And once it was done, went into the structure phase. A building committee was put in place with subcommittees, and decisions had to be made by the committee and by the Board of Education, hiring an architect, hiring a construction company, and then thousands, literally thousands of man hours to get us to where we are tonight. And finally, the action phase. Legislative bids, proposals, all things coming together, and by the way, in very good shape, as the mayor said, and Randy has kept me informed. And in a few minutes, we're going to perform a symbolic act, and we're going to shovel a little dirt. We're going to move some earth. We're going to start something brand new. The construction of our new high school. And over the next 36 months, we're going to experience some exciting things, some frustrating things, and some very challenging things. And I want to thank in advance the members of our building committee for their continued dedication, because your strength and courage are going to be needed to get us from here where we are right now to the ribbon cutting 36 months from now. And I also want to thank our faculty and staff, because you will experience something that you will tell stories about in your retirement. Living through a building renovation is going to give you stories to tell for an awful long time. And you will do things over the next 3 years you didn't think were possible, and you didn't think were imaginable. But you'll get through it. And I also want to thank our families and students, especially our students. Your high school experience is going to be a little different than you ever envisioned it. And it's going to be unique to the high school experiences of older brothers and sisters and younger brothers and sisters. You're going to live through a renovation. You're going to have a unique high school experience. And you're going to help us get where we want to go. And you're going to be giving up some things so that others who follow you will have a great experience. So thank you to all of you who are going to live through this. It's going to be an interesting experience. and we're going to come out on the other side, and not too long from now, and be standing here in awe of what we've accomplished. So I want to thank all of you who have been involved, and wish you all a lot of luck as we move forward. And I think it's time for us to go do the ceremonial thing. Randy?
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. At this time, I would like to invite the following individuals to the dirt mound for the first photo. Scott Copen, Dr. Schumann, Dr. Art Pongratz, Matt Koppler, Tom Serrard, Jill Krieger, Paul Newton, representatives from Gilbane, and representatives from Silver Petrocelli. In closing, what I'd like to do, after we take this photo, invite the public to come up after the building committee gets their photos taken, and you guys can have photos taken with the shovels and the mound. So we'll be right back. If anybody can hear me, I'd like to have the building committee come to the front door. Or have the building committee come up here, please. Can I get Scott Copen to come up here, please? Okay, we'll wait. Did I do something? Oh, I touched the button on the bottom. Gotcha. It's on now, right? Yep. Okay. Sorry. Thank you. I screw everything up. That's all right. We all been there. Trust me, we all been there.
This is fantastic. I didn't realize this. God, you guys are taking it to another level.
Groundbreaking's gonna be really cool.
The ribbon cut, the topping. We're gonna
The
have
ribbon cut.
We're gonna have a topping offset.
How do you say my last name? How do you say it, Randy? How do you say Thurston?
Oh my god, I did. Oh my gosh. First, I screwed.
And I am still there. I am still on the board.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, thank you. Oh my gosh. I screwed up something else. I am sorry.
I'm sorry.
Can I have the building committee members come to the podium, please? Can I also get Dr. Schumann, Scott Copen, Art Pongrads? Okay, I'll wait. Thank you. Hey, buddy. Oh, thank you for coming. Yeah, we should do Tom and Gina. Yeah, the liaisons. Okay, why don't you grab them? Could you go grab them? Tom Serrard. No, you can come. Can Tim Neville come up here, please?
Jill? Gina Sullivan? Laura Vella? Tom Serrard? Dean, Bill. Randy. Alan Smith. Happy birthday, Ellen.
Say a few words. Thank you all. We appreciate the opportunity for selecting us, Gilbane Building Company, for the construction of a new high school. We have a tremendous team on this project, starting with the building committee, the town of Enfield, as well as Silva Petroselli. We look forward to completing this project in the fall of 2016, ready for opening. And again, we really appreciate the town of Enfield for selecting Gilbane Building Company. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
As a memory of this groundbreaking ceremony, Gilbane got us all a little something to remember it by. So if you want to open it up and you can see. It's a plaque of the groundbreaking invitation. Thank you very much.
Enjoy. We look forward to it.
I'd like to thank everybody for coming out tonight. We weren't sure about the weather, but it seemed to hold out, so that's a good luck, good sign for good luck for a good project. So, again, I'd like to thank the public very much. This is a very special building that's going to be a very special place for these children to be. Thank you very much.